The TV show Supernatural holds so many near and dear memories for me, and I've been following Jessica Lee's version of this project pan for over a year now. So when I sat down and thought, what new project pan do I want to introduce to my YouTube channel? It was a no-brainer. It was obviously the Supernatural Project Pan. Now, like I said, I have been severely influenced by Jessica Lee. She is the reason I'm doing this. She's to blame. And I've been loving this project. I've only been doing it for a few months, but already I'm going back into my childhood, going back into the watch parties that I held with all of my friends, and it's just giving me some really amazing memories. Now, this is a slightly shorter project pan on my channel. There are only 3 products in this project, and that is just because I do so many project pans here that it gets a little bit difficult to keep on top of everything that I'm panning all the time. But if you were after a more long form, in-depth, committed project pan, I'm sure you will find so many on my YouTube channel. But just before we do jump into this video, if you have not already, like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel, so hopefully you will never get bored here. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup, although today, little bit neutral. I've toned it down. I've been out and about with Maxie today. He's still going strong. He's a little trooper. He is my dog, as you can see here, and he was diagnosed with liver failure, but he's still going strong. I love project panning and get ready with me's as well, so if that is something that sounds like a bit of you, then definitely stick around. Alright, but let's jump into the video, and as always, I'm gonna go from newest product to oldest product. So let's start with episode 4, which was the Phantom Traveler. Now, in this episode, Sam and Dean go on a plane, and the plane has been possessed. There is a demon haunting this plane, and it all goes awry. So I thought, what do I want to bring in for the Phantom Traveler? And I decided to bring in this. This is my Korres Bronze and Glow palette. And I thought when I go traveling, I want to bring with me a face palette. So this is where the inspiration for this prompt came from. This had been a really neglected palette in my collection for a very, very long time. I didn't really know how I felt about it at all. And that is a massive reason that I decided to roll this into this project. This is what it looks like today. Hopefully you can see there is a little bit of usage on it. I'm actually very happy with myself because I've really found ways that I can use this palette. Before rolling it into this project, I was thinking, oh, it doesn't work for me, I don't like it, but now I have a different opinion. So here we go. This is what it looks like, and it is the face palette that I'm wearing today. Now, I've said in a lot of videos, this bronzer does not work for me. It is way too pale, but coming out of winter, I mean, I don't know how long this bronzer will work for me because the sun is out in England right now, which is a change. But this bronzer does actually work for me when I'm at my palest. And if I build it up a little bit, it definitely does work for my skin tone. Hopefully you can see my bronzer a little bit today. It's definitely more subtle than what I would usually go for. I do like quite a dark bronzer, so it has been a little bit of a learning curve. But other than that, I really do like this palette. I like the blush, I like the highlight. I knew I liked them when I rolled it into this project. It was just the bronzer that I was a little bit iffy with. I'm glad that I can see some use in this because last update I feel like there was no use in it at all. So my goal for this was 15 uses, and as I said in the intro, this project pan is definitely a lot more chill, less strict. So all of these usage goals are going to be quite short. It just, you know, keeps me going through slow and steady. But 15 uses was the goal, and I decided to count that as 1 use per product. So if I used all 3 of these products in one day, that would be 3 uses. Now, I've used this 9 times this month. I've done a few full faces with it, and I'm actually really enjoying it, which is something that I did not think that I would say. But you know what? I'm sorry. I feel like I need to apologize to this because I poo-pooed it a hell of a lot. And now I'm kind of realizing that it's not that bad. We can be friends. We have lost quite a lot of weight on this, which is amazing. So last month this weighed 125.69 grams, and this month it weighs 125.38 grams, meaning we lost 0.31 grams, which I think is quite a lot, but I do use a lot of product, especially this bronzer. I do really like to build it up, get a lot of pigment on it. But I'm really happy with that. I think by next month, this can be rolled out. I'm happy that I've got the chance to use it and play with it, because this was one of those products that was probably wrongly vilified in my makeup collection. So I'm very, very sorry about that. Next was episode 3, and that is Dead in the Water. And this surrounds a little boy who was drowned, and then he comes back to seek revenge on those who were complicit with his maybe not so accidental death. So I decided to roll in this. This is my She Glam Glow Globe highlighter. And you may be thinking that does not correspond with the theme. However, this on the eyes gives a really nice wet shimmery look. So I thought, you know what? Wet look, eyes, drowning, you know, yeah, you get me. And this is what it looks like today. This is a bit more of a squishy formula. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see much of a difference, but this is so beautiful. And this again is one of those products that I have fallen in love with in the past month. This was definitely, again, one of those products that I just didn't use, and I thought I had a view of it, but it is definitely changed. I do really, really like this now. This is such a beautiful eyeshadow topper for more colourful looks. I think it's so gorgeous. I will never use this as a highlight. I think it's a bit too much for a highlight, but as a glittery eyeshadow topper, I think that this is beautiful. And I'm so glad that I got the chance to roll this in and play around with this. So this had a 10 use goal, and in the past month, I've used it 4 times to hit that. We have used it 10 times, which means this will be rolling out today. It has also lost a little bit of weight. So last month it weighed 27.51 grams, and this month it weighs 27.25 grams, meaning we lost 2.6 grams on this month, which again is really, really good for just a little eyeshadow topper. I do like building this up to get loads of sparkle, because once you first use this, it does have like a subtle wash, but if you build it up, it really does make that beautiful, shimmery, intense look that I am definitely looking for. So if you have this in your makeup collection, pull it out, because I'm telling you, she's good. And the final product in this project before we roll our new products in is episode 2, and that is Wendigo. So Sam and Dean go hunting in a forest, and they come across some campers that clearly need some help, some assistance with some mysterious being, and they discover it is a Wendigo, and that shocks them. So I have rolled in my Barry M water activated liner in shock. Yeah, this one is a little bit far. I'm reaching a bit with this one, but you know what? That's okay. We've only got 15 seasons, so, you know, keep it going strong. This is what it looks like today. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see much difference at all with this, but I actually really like this. I've been wanting to play around with more water activated liners to boost my creativity a little bit, and I think I've definitely done that. This has added so much to different looks. So I'm going to put one look up here, which I decided to use this. This is a spoolie, and I actually popped it in here and made like dots in the shape of a wing. And I thought that was so creative. I loved that. I really enjoy how this pushes my creativity a little bit. I really enjoy how it adds a bit to looks. I can do just a normal neutral smoky eye and then add a graphic liner, and then suddenly it's like, oh, it's cool, it's quirky, you know? I love, love, love this. And again, very happy that I rolled it into this project. I feel like I've said that for all 3 of these things, but it clearly means that this project pan is working. It clearly means that I've done good with this. I have managed to use this 3 more times for a total of 6 uses, even though my goal was 5. So I have surpassed that 5 use goal, which means this is going to be rolling out today. So last month, this weighed 21.85 grams, and this month it weighs 21.72 grams. And that means we lost 0.13 grams on this, which I'm very, very excited about. I really didn't think that this would lose any weight because you have to add water to it for it to work. So I didn't really know how that would work, but we've lost loads of weight. So I cannot complain at all with that. And with that being said, 2 products are going to be rolling out today, which means 2 products are going to be rolling in. So episode 5. This episode is titled Bloody Mary, and I'm sure you can guess what is included in this episode. If you thought a mirror and a chant and a curse, then you are absolutely right. I was way too scared to play that game as a child. I was an absolute wussy child. I did cover it up with the big girl act, but I was a terrified child. And if anyone, even a soul, even suggested playing Bloody Mary at a sleepover or a birthday party, I'd coincidentally be somewhere else at the time. But I have the perfect roll-in for this episode. Here we go. This is the Pastel Roses Bloody Mary. This is actually in my No Pan Left Behind project right now, but I couldn't pass it up. I could not pass it up. This is literally perfect for this prompt. I can't. So I will be including it in my No Pan Left Behind, and then after that, I'm going to be using it 5 times. I think it's going to go really, really well with my Modern Renaissance, which I'm currently panning. That is my Pan That palette. I'm working on a lot of the pink shades as well, the pinky reddy shades. So hopefully 5 uses will give me a good push. Maybe I can be creative and do some like winged liners with it. That would be really, really fun. But I just could not pass this. I've been thinking about this eyeshadow since I first started this project pan, and it's finally in the spotlight, and we can give you some love. It's so weird how it's not been touched in like years, and then suddenly it's in 2 projects at once. Funny how that happens. And then episode 6. We're at episode 6 already. I've got about hundreds more to go, but we're on episode 6. This is the episode called Skins, and this is quite a confusing episode. So there is a skin changer, and everyone is like, it's like that Spider-Man meme, you know what I mean? Where everyone's pointing the finger like, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. But it's actually a skin changer, and he's changing himself into other people to commit murders. So everyone thinks it's him, but it's not. It's a skin changer. You get me? You get me. And I thought a good prompt for this was my RCMA foundation palette. It's a bit sweaty right now, but ignore that. It's a sweaty day. I thought this would be really good because it's like different skins, you know? It's different skins, different skin tones. And I think it would be really, really good to play around with. I've not used this in so long. It needs to be used. Otherwise, it's just going to expire. I don't think the sweatiness is expiry. I think it's just a build-up of product, but I could be wrong. If I break out, then I know why. I've put a 10 use goal on this, and I can use this as foundation, concealer, cream bronzer, absolutely anything that I want. As long as I reach for it 10 times, then we're all good. I'm really proud of my 2 prompts today. I think I've done really, really well with these. Let me know what you would have rolled in for these prompts. But I mean, Bloody Mary, I couldn't have got any better. I literally, I'm very, very proud of that. And I think the RCMA palette is a pretty strong prompt match as well. So here we go. This is where I'm going to love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you had an incredible day, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye-bye.